Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Michael Penix and the Athletics taking on Jaden and the Washington Commanders.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of down. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season. You've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because fans didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll come early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance at a return, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. Truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense, any play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. To make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing right away is it's complete downfield, out left to his running back. 25 yards that time.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A.J. Terrell coming to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just need So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Ray McCloud. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about the quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and healthy gain as well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To the air, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Where to run there.
3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Solid open drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. Got an open man. It's McCloud. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a 1st down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive. They clearly wanted to come out and be aggressive throwing the football. Been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 in this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep a quick pass in front of them and stop the line of scrimmage.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete here. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began that, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Penix working out of the gun here. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Dan. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be taken, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
A 1st down throw for Dan. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in. 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, get a little bit nervous when you see him make work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield. Sometimes you forget.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Daniels looking. Dancing to his left. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down of 8.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made a first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, and found an alternate way to the marker.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air goes Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's Eckler again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down to get in. Wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Penix going to look to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's complete to Mooney. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Penix to the air once more. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are once again back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the Falcons, they were led in the first half by their quarterback, Michael Penix. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now. Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll throw with Penix. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Penix. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Penix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Eckler now between the tackles. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to throw. Daniels, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he goes out right around the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Right back to Pitts again.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To throw again is Penix. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Here's Harris to return it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once more, here's Eckler. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the give, this is Eckler. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair, low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.